round 2 race. First one for, I think the first one for Bagler and the second race for YouKnowJimbo, who won against Wind Energy in his first round. Okay. Okay, I think the runners are ready to start. There they go. There's a cursor on YouKnowJimbo's timer, which is going to ignore this. Small bonk from Bagger, I think, there before 1-1. Gotta get those nerves out of the way. Chooses to rub the pipe. And Jimbo goes for the mushroom there. Safe choice. Allows you to make a mistake in 1-1. And also just, you don't have to get it in 1-3 if you don't like to do that. So you'll see some difference in the way people approach levels, the way people approach certain situations here, like for the bros in other worlds. It's gonna be very interesting to see what everyone's doing. Bagger missing the P-speed, early P-speed, and Jimbo getting it. Very nice. Yeah, we did see a stash percent from Bagler. That's what they what people call the 1-1 strat that he did, where you choose to stay in the bottom instead of going to the sky. It's a little bit cringe, but well, yeah, it's whatever. You know, sometimes even good players have things that they do that just don't make a lot of sense. Ooh, missing the B-speed again there, but that means they're basically tied going into 1-4 here. The first of many auto-scrollers that this game has to offer. And Jimbo actually has pretty good RNG there. The bro is just moving towards him. If the bro can stay there and he can fight the bro before 1-5, that would be very good for him. That will save him some time, especially if Bagler's bro is going to be annoying and just giving moves or two without actually getting close enough for him to fight him early. So yeah, basically tied here in the auto scroller. There's not much that you can do here. You can just fool around. Let's see if Bagler gets the sound glitch. He doesn't. No idea if Jimbo got it. Gonna switch between the audios quick enough. And neither runner trying to go for the white mushroom house here. Bagler definitely minimizing the amount of coins he gets here. Jimbo got a few, destroyed a few blocks. Yeah, definitely going for fewer coins makes it it's just more comfortable for a lot of people because it reduces the risk for a coin ship. And especially if you're not used to having more coins, you don't really know what to how to manipulate your score and everything to prevent coin ships later on. Okay, let's see. The fortress. Small bonk from Jimbo. Otherwise, fine. Good levels here. And they both got the whistle, which they are not allowed to use at all. If they do, they have to go back to the world they started in. Oh, and Jimbo's bro ran away again. That's annoying. That's quite a few extra moves of 2. That wastes a bit of time. Bagler getting a lot of extra moves of 2 as well. So at least the RNG here in World 1, even though it is minimal, the difference that it can make, it's 2-3 seconds, I believe. It's still annoying to see. Jimbo fighting the bro first. Bagler entering 1-6. Will we see any belly flops today in 1-6? We've seen one in the tournament already. We've seen people get close to it as well. No belly flop from Bagler. So now Jimbo needs to not belly flop as well, because that would be unfair. Yeah, good. No belly flops. And Bagler, he does get lucky with the bro there, even though he got a lot of extra moves of 2. Being able to grab the fire flower there will save him about half a second, because the timer for the level ending doesn't stop if you grab the flower late. But the game does freeze a little bit when you grab it on the airship. But they're basically tied going into this airship. With Jimbo entering slightly earlier. but we'll probably enter the pipe slightly later since he has to get the flower here. Oh yeah, the heats are done, so that link in the from the SpeedGaming bot is a little bit outdated. Might need an update at some point. But yeah, currently we have the brackets. Let's see, both entering this level. Oh, Bagler loses his fire! Jimbo getting a bit of an annoying pattern, but gets the fire kill, but Bagler lost his fire. I was going back and forth looking between the runners because they were entering at the same time. I just missed how he lost fire. It was looking good for him, so I looked away from his screen. But that's a very unfortunate mistake, because now he won't have fire for basically all of World 2, because the very next one, the first one you can get, is going to be on the airship in World 2. So he's going to lose a bit of time here and there. At least you don't need fire for most of World 2. You can do most of World 2 the same without, but he's going to lose like 3 seconds to Boom Boom. So that's going to hurt him a little bit, which means Jimbo takes the lead here. We'll switch to his audio. Rubs does a little rub there. Let's see. Oh, the runner's just making it through perfectly fine. 2-1, pretty easy level. Don't really see a lot of mistakes there. Sometimes people do a Budsy% lose the fire flower, but that's about it. Okay, 2-2. Worst part of the level, in my opinion, is the beginning, the slide, and the jumps. Depending on how you do the slide, just changes how you do the jumps. Having different speed, just it's annoying to react to. It's easy to fall into the sands. But everything else is the rest of the level is pretty straightforward, pretty easy once you get used to it. Let's see, entering the fortress. Let's see, Jimbo going for the slightly slower, like basically the regular P speed. Bagler going for the faster one. Saves him a tiny bit of time on Jimbo. Hopefully none of the runners are going to run too early and take damage to the spikes. It's a mistake that's pretty easy to make when you're trying to go as fast as you can. You go a little bit too early and you just touch the tip of the spikes. One of the most annoying things to happen. So yeah, there you kind of saw the difference between the fire kill on Boom Boom and the stomp kill, and the stomp kills are so much slower. Bagler using a star here already on the bro. It's a strat that saves time using the star on the boomerang bro here, because you can take out the boomerang early as well. Because normally the game would have to wait for the boomerang to go off screen before the chest spawns. Saves around a second, I believe. So it's definitely a good time save for a star. You don't really need elsewhere if you don't make any mistakes. Stars are mostly just for backups in 100% or just to make things a little bit safer. So if you can use one to save time, that's very nice. Look at these bros. Okay, both at the bottom for Jimbo. That's nice. You never want to be in this... Ooh, making some few mistakes here at the start, but that's not really anything to worry about. Get to speed, P speed. Yeah, rest of the level is easy. Having both bros at the bottom is usually very nice, because you're pretty sure that you don't have to chase any of them. So Bagler's bro can be annoying here, because he's 2 movements away from crossing to 4. So if he moves up, and then after pyramid moves to the left, and Bagler has to go all the way around to chase the bro, which is not gonna be good. Jimbo getting the box here as well. Both of them getting the box first and the hammer later. Jimbo choosing to go for 2-4 first. Bagler as well. Bagler sees that bro there. He knows he has to go for 2-4 first, otherwise he has to go all the way around. A bit of a 2-4 filled with turnbacks for Jimbo. Not falling into the pit, losing his fire. Okay. Does a very good job avoiding taking more damage, though. That was a pretty precarious situation for him there. But he made it through fine. And Bagler fighting the bro here, and I think that 2-4 got Bagler the lead again. So basically in a similar situation now when it comes to the power-ups as well. See, Bagler's bro all the way down. Is Jimbo luckier? Slightly. Both with the hammer and the bro and the fire bows were in the better position for Jimbo there, saving him a couple movements on Bagler. Entering the pyramid, doesn't rub the block there. Same for Jimbo, good start, solid. No one's getting stopped by the row of blocks so far. That's like, ooh, and it happened there. Oh, a bow for both of them! Getting stopped at the end. The Bagler going for a very nice, faster block strat there, with where you hit the enemy that falls from the ceiling. What's I forgot the name for a second, but you know, you guys know what I mean. It's a strat that carries a little bit of risk. If you mess up the jump a little bit, you will take damage, and at this point, that's pretty bad. Especially if you already lost fire, because you will enter the airship small, and you can't do a fire kill. Then the next fire flower will be... You probably don't even get a next fire flower before 3-6. You can. Oh wait, no, you won't. You will in 3-1. I was thinking about 3-2 and 3-3, but those are pretty bad choices, because they often slow you down more than the fire flower will save. Oh, okay. I never liked that strat that Bagler does here. He gets the grass block. The green block there. Hit the block at the right time, so it got the color glitch. I never liked the setup for it, because you're waiting between all the bullet bill cannons, and yeah. Just makes me nervous seeing all those bullet bills around you. I expect this fire kill to go better for Bagler. Nice, and Jimbo going for the stomp, but turns back slightly too early, or... Well, the stomp was a little bit late as well, so... Morgan got one shot off, and Jimbo just jumped into it. Very unfortunate. It's definitely safer to just jump to the right there. Because you're already moving to the right, just jump to the right platform, then jump back. Reduces any chance of you getting hits by stray shots. Both of them got an early shot pattern as well, because they both had to grab the fire flower on the airship. If you don't have to, if you enter with fire flower, then you will take a bit longer. Ooh, Bagler getting the first frame jump, the frame perfect jump at the start of 3-1, saves a little bit of time, and Jimbo getting it too. Wow, okay, these runners are crazy. They're cracked. Absolutely cracked. That's what you like to see. So yeah, that's the flower in 3-1 I was talking about. Jimbo getting it. That one is fast enough to get to be worth it. 3-2 just messed up the whole level, kinda. Especially if you already go for P-Speed, then it's really not worth it. Talking about P-Speed, here goes Bagler. Good setup. There we go. Gets it. Has to do a very big jump here to land on the Cheap. Cheap does it. You can see how big you have to jump based on where the one of the Cheap spawn. It's a cue that people look for. Jimbo getting it as well, getting basically the same Cheap spawn here, slightly earlier, and bounce off him as well. Very good 3-2s here for both runners. See, Bagler getting the early P-Speed in 3-3, very nice. That one's pretty tight to get. There's a little turn back. Part of his strat, I believe. And gets in the pipe at 294. Very nice. I missed Jimbo's start, but I think he just got the regular P-Speed in 3-3. And it's the pipe. No, he got the fast P-Speed, because otherwise he would not have been able to enter at 294. Let's go. Very, very clean 3-3s from both runners. Door 6 from Bagler. Gets the 1 jump there. Basically have to run a little bit, half a tile after leaving the door. And then you can make it in 1 jump by doing a little bit of a turn back as well. And Jimbo going for it too. Okay, so Jimbo... If I have to be honest, Jimbo hasn't been on my radar before, but he is now. He's actually getting this very well. Let's see, both from fighting bros. Jimbo getting a water battle, which makes the bros fall down a little bit slower, losing a tiny bit of time. But that's not really something you care about all that much here. As long as you don't get a runaway bro, you'll basically be happy in World 3. Clean 3-4 from Bagler, but he got a flower there? Oh, he's doing... Oh, because he had to chase the bros. He's doing 3-5 last. Okay, yeah. I was wondering why he had a fire in 3-4. Because normally, people do what Jimbo is going to do here. They damage boost here with the leaf. Because they do 3-5 first. So got a little bit confused there. But, yeah, Bagler's routing. Unfortunately, because the bros were just teasing a runaway, he had to go for them first. Didn't leave him much of a choice. Loses a bit of time because of the extra map movements. I believe every map movement is about half a second. So you don't want to do too many of those. Or, wait, hold up. Yeah, no, map movements are... Every map movement is a quarter of a second. And bro movements is half a second. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. If there's a Louis in chat, then you can definitely tell me I'm wrong, but I don't think there's Louis in chat. Moldy Donuts for Bagler on 3-6. Another auto scroller. You gotta love him if you play if you play Hundo, because otherwise it won't be very fun though. Ooh, gets the full green block there in the sky. A bonk. Yeah, I think a bonk is about a quarter of a second as well. Let's see, Bagler setting up for the P speed here at the end. Waits a little bit longer so he can run underneath the Koopa instead of having to shoot it. Landed quite far on the right side of that Barracuda there, but makes it through fine. And we see Jimbo, he's just... he's not even destroying that block, so we know he's not going for the P speed, he's just going for the normal strat. Slightly slower, but a lot safer. Goes on the top, jumps over, and then into the pipe. Oh, Bagler jumping slightly to... Oh my goodness, I thought for a second that Spike was gonna throw a ball and he was gonna get hit. Jumped slightly early from the clouds there. Bonked the block with the flower, and that part of the level of 370 is already quite laggy. And spawning the flower made it even worse. That was, and then he missed the end card as well. That was, yeah, a classic Bagler moment right there. You love to see those. But very clean 3-7 from Jimbo there, and gets the super swim. Both runs getting the super swim at the start. It's not a very hard strat, but it is also at the same time easy to mess up because you have to move for like a pixel or two and then jump. And it's easy to just jump slightly early or jump slightly late there. A bit of a rub there from Jimbo. That's always kind of annoying because it gaining speed underwater is just slow. So if you rub anywhere, it just feels like you're yeah, it just feels so slow, and that's one thing we as runners don't want, is to feel like we're going slow. Clean 3-8 from both runners here. Not really a level, like for runners of this level, you don't really expect 3-8 to go wrong anyway. This level though, 3-9, that is a level where you can easily make a mistake right there for the age jump. Perfectly fine for Bagler. Let's have a look at Jimbo's. Stomps on the Koopa, not sure if that was intended. I haven't seen that before. Very clean H jump there. Misses the top ice block, so he has to grab 2 of them on the right side. But still got a 293. Clean. Very decent time for 3-9. And Bagler making it to the castle first. Gaps extending a little bit, but Jimbo is still close to Bagler, still within reach. So it can still go either way here. Okay, so towards the end of this auto-scroller, we're gonna look for a trick that's called Oh My Log, where Bagler is gonna try and get a wall jump off one of the logs at the end. Not sure if Jimbo knows about it. If he does, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, very good race so far. Three worlds in. Couple mistakes here and there. Very clean levels as well. There we go. That's the Oh My Log attempt from Bagler. Didn't get the pixel, so he couldn't get the wall jump. But it was a decent attempt there. But he didn't get the Oh My Log. We go Wendy kill. Bagler going for the more aggressive strat. Very nice. 4 shots, jump, get the 5th shot in, and do the rest. Just spam Wendy full of fireballs. Let's see what Jimbo is gonna do here. He goes for the standard fire kill. With a twist. With a twist. But a very clean fire kill nonetheless. See, no one got really screwed over by the bros yet so far. But World 4 is a world where things can happen. See, we see Bagler using a box there at the start of World 4. I looked at his inventory and he seemed to be down an item, so Ooh, he gets the upper decker at the end of 4-1. Very nice. But I assume he used the cloud in 3-3 to get to the bros early. Yeah, he must have had to, because he played 3-4 afterwards and 3-5. So I will slightly change his inventory. Wonder how well prepared he is for situations like that. And I saw Jimbo not using a music box at the start of 4-1. For runners, if they're not that oh, never mind. He used it there. 4-2. I was about to say, like, if for runners, if they're not very comfortable with their inventory, you definitely don't want to use too many items. But at the same time, that makes it worse as well, because then you'll have so many more items in your inventory that can mess you up. Because if you do use most of your items, at least the ones that you can use in some way, you'll end up with 2 pages of items for most of the run after World 4. But if you don't, you'll end up with like 3 pages. And it can make your inventory management considerably worse. Let's see, clean 3-3 from Bagler. Jimbo halfway. Looking very good so far. Yep, perfect. Very nice. Okay, good bro RNG there from Bagler. You ideally want to fight it before 4-3, but before the fortress is like a second best. That was quite a few movements. I think it was a movement of 6. Let's have a look at this fortress. Very clean from Bagler. Fortress hard level. Trips up a lot of warpless runners when they get an early hammer. They're rarely ready for that fortress unless they have a lot of experience. But yeah, art level, that slight hiccup from Jimbo there, that's a mistake that's easy to make. That's basically where the star runs out. And that the window for that jump is pretty tight. Jump slightly too early, you get hit by the thwomp. Jump slightly too late, you get hit by the fire thingy. I'm so bad at remembering enemy names. Nice 4-4 from Bagler. Jimbo he jumped a little bit too big off the lag tube, misses his P-speed, jumps slightly early there out of the water as well. I believe missing his P-speed messed up his jumps, what he's used to. Don't go too high, that's clean. Yeah. Very nice. Made it through the level. Did lose his power-ups in both the Fortress and 404 there, but you can get the power-ups back pretty soon. You'll lose a bit of time in 4-5, but you can get the mushroom first and the flower second there, so. See, Bagler in 4-5 opting to not go for the B-speed there. I think he sort of knows how to do it, but I don't think I see him do that in runs. Okay, Jimbo going for his safety there. Oh my god, he landed right next to the Koopa there. That's unfortunate. Saying he was going for safety there, taking the first shell with him to destroy the second one, because that jump over the top one can be very awkward. Oh my god, almost made the same mistake, and Bagler takes a dip in the pit of 4-6. That was unexpected. That was certainly unexpected. Both deaths were unexpected, certainly. The run is keeping us on our toes here. Making crucial mistakes at moments where you don't expect it. But at the same time, both runners doing it means we get a better race as the viewers. Bagler entering the Fortress. Can't go for the P-speed really because he has to get the flower here. Otherwise he'll be starving for fire for a while. Let's see, Jimbo in 4-6. Gonna show Bagler how it's done. Easy. Not falling into any pits. Oh yeah, Hot Foot. Thank you, Tate. Hot Foot. That's the name of the walking fires in for F1. Okay. So Bagler basically a level ahead of Jimbo here. Jimbo not getting the P-speed, but he makes it through fine. Not phased by it at all. And kills Boom Boom. So, time for the next auto-scroller, I guess. This one clocks in at a solid 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So, yeah, if you need a little break to grab a drink or whatever, this would be a good time. Don't expect anything to happen for the next minute and a half. So, yeah. Cleveland Tom, he's going to run a 5K. That's a good choice. Got dad jokes? No. I'm pretty bad at telling dad jokes. I don't have any. Unfortunately, no. Missed opportunity. We should try to get either Jahaley or High Flyer on here next time for the dad jokes. Luckily, says Yanakan. Cleveland Tom knows dad jokes. Okay, come on, Cleveland. Show him. Let's hear your dad jokes. Okay, Bagler coming up at the only jump in this auto scroll that can be sort of tricky every now and then. Not many people mess it up, but it does happen every now and then. But not Bagler though, he knows how to press A. Let's go with the Hundo fire kill. Relatively easy. You know, we're doing Bagler misses a fireball, but not in a way that actually messes him up. So pretty clean fire kill there. Okay, so Cleveland Tommy with the dad joke, just in time. What does the mama buffalo say when sending her kids off to school? Bison. Thank you very much for that dad joke. Really lightens the mood here. Ooh, Jimbo with a pretty rough kill there. Jumps into Lemmy, unfortunately, and loses Fire Flower. Bagler there using his box at the start of World 5, saving him some movements and potentially getting better RNG. But yeah, not really what Jimbo would have wanted, losing his flower there. The next one is in 5-3. So he'll have to lose 3 seconds to Boom Boom, and even though the one in 5-3 is quite slow to grab, it will still save time. But yeah, losing fire in, before World 5 is usually just, you can usually just add 15 seconds to your time. It's pretty unfortunate. Okay, no DLC in 5-2 from Bagler. Jimbo without fire in 5-1 can't kill the nippers, but knows his backups, makes it through fine. That's what you like to see. Okay, so I want to be on coin chip watch here. Bag with 80 points and 88 coins. Needs to make sure he doesn't get exactly 6 coins. Jimbo on 90 points at the end of his score and a 7 coins. So relatively close to the magic numbers, but still pretty safe. Close, but not too close. Getting some points as well, because they destroy a couple blocks here and there. Makes it a bit safer. Jimbo avoiding the fanfare there. Gets the mushroom after 2 stars. Okay, basically getting similar patterns there. Bagler going for a despawn strat there, but also just bonks the block at the same time. Rubs the pipe here to guarantee he's gonna keep his P speed here, even though you can rebuild it, but being sure if you're keeping P speed or not at the time you enter the pipe is pretty reassuring when you enter the second half of this level. And Jimbo has entered the second half. He has to get Fire Flower here, which means you can't really take your P speed with you. It's extremely hard to do so, and at the same time doesn't save time. But makes it through with his new flower. So yeah, that's Bagler. Getting rid of the bros at the bottom. Is he gonna get some good movements? Movement of 2 at the top. A slight desync in sound and video I've noticed, but nothing too bad. Clean Twisty Tower so far. Keeps his P speed to the outside part. The first outside part. Keeping it to the second inside part of the level. Very good. Has 88 coins now, but he has fixed his score already. So no risk of a coin chip there. Same for Jimbo. No risk of a coin chip at the moment. Score is looking very good. Okay, Bagler entering 5-4, and at the same time Jimbo enters the Twisty Tower, a level that's quite a bit longer and trickier. No death from Bagler here. Is Jimbo going to keep his speed all the way? He's looking very good so far. That should be clean. Just enter the pipe. Yeah, okay, that's good. One more jump. Yeah, okay. Go to speed as far as he reliably could. Misses the pipe there, though. Classic. Up pipes in Mario 3, the true final boss. Twitch Tower is full of them. Yeah, that was I believe a clean 5-5 from Bag. I missed the start, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got the early P speed. The Bagger entering what is probably the best auto-scroller in the game. With the only level that has these Parabeetles. I think they're my favorite enemy in the game. I don't know, I just like how they just fly around. I like their vibe. It's just a very peaceful level at the start. Also challenging if you're not familiar with those power beetles and the jumps. And then you get to this part, you get the fire snake, and it's like, oh, I guess the level sucks anyway. Yeah, we definitely needed more power beetles in this game. So yeah, okay, Bagler finished 3-6. Jimbo just started it. Basically, the difference between them is now almost one auto-scroller. Bagler's bro coming back for him. He'll breathe a sigh of relief there, so he doesn't have to chase it all the way. But the bro doesn't go like past 5-9, and he has to fight it at the end, which loses quite a bit of time. 5-7, my least favorite level. I don't like it, but Bagler does, I think. At least it was a very good level. The one thing about 5-6 that many runners already know is the end here, where if you hug the screen, you can sometimes die. And that has to do with the fact that if you run into the side of the screen while it's auto-scrolling at speed, full speed, you can sometimes just clip into that invisible wall and enter a pipe, well, basically a pixel too early. And all you have to do to fix that is just let go of your D-pad a little bit, and then just walk against the invisible wall on the right side at low speed, and you can't even die anymore. See, Bagler going for the slightly earlier P speed. It has a bit of a hiccup. I think he got like he got the scam speed, but that was a good backup. Gets the first frame jump out of the pipe as well. Yes, you can tail swipe the power beetles. If you do that while you're standing on top of them, you can die. If you're not aware, you can do that. Very clean fortress there for both runners as well. Tricky levels for beginners. Once you're more experienced, it just kind of stops being tricky, but it always looks like anything could go wrong at any moment there. Bagler in 5-9, the shortest auto-scroller in the game, comes in at just under a minute. But also one of the most challenging ones, because if you just mess up the timing of your jumps, or you just mess up anything there, you can easily miss your chance to jump to the next platform and you just die. Well, more auto-scrolling goodness here with Jimbo in 5-9 and Bagler on the airship, having a pretty healthy lead at the moment. And our favorite thing to get here at the start of the World 5 airship is that the poop block, which also has its own category on the category extensions leaderboard in SRC. Poop block %, where you just have to get to the World 5 airship as fast as possible, hit the block and make it turn dark brown. If you mess up the color, your run's invalid, which has happened to people before when they were on a very good pace. It's a pretty fun and short category if you're looking for a break from one of the normal categories. You're looking for something fun. See, Jimbo getting the jump there in the throne room, and Bagler coming up to the fire kill here. Easiest fire kill in the game in 100%, because Roy doesn't move. He just stays there, shoots at you once. That's it. You only have to jump over his shots, and yeah. Jimbo not getting the poop block. Just a regular colored block from Jimbo. Isn't it faster to jump for the wand? Tate, can you please get out? It is faster in randomizer nowadays. Because if nowadays they use the randomizer deluxe made by Makobra, and he made some changes, which basically skips the falling animation after grabbing the one, making it faster to jump for it. And if you play both rando and regular Mario 3, it can definitely mess you up, I think, sometimes, where you jump when you should not. Clean 6-1 from Bagler, kept the speed, kept his flower. Not the easiest thing to do here at the start of Frosty Goodness. The best world in the game. And also, another auto-scroller. World 6 has 2 of them. Apart from the airship, just like World 5. But both of these are pretty long and not very interesting. Both 6-2 and 6-7. But they do at the same time go up and down a little bit instead of just going, just moving horizontally. Which makes them a little bit more interesting than some other auto-scrollers. Clean 6-1 from Jimbo as well, and Bagler getting the half block there in the sky, the half green block. And we see Jimbo going for 5-3 first there. Pretty tough level. A lot of empty space that you can fall into. But not really an issue for Jimbo. Slows down enough to not get a star. World can be pretty tricky sometimes in World 6 because a lot of stages have ice at the end, making it tricky to slow down enough to avoid getting triple stars, getting a fanfare. Okay, Bagler fought his bro into 6-3. He's gonna go for P-Speed, shoots the fireball, kills the Koopa, gets the jump, gets the P-Speed as well. How many turnbacks are we getting? Not a single one. Now that's ballsy. When I do that, it's just a turn back circus. So that's it's hard to get your jumps right in 6-3 with P-Speed and not having to do any turn back. So that's definitely very good. That's an awkward photo pattern there for Bagger, but makes it through fine. Doesn't get tripped up by it. Very clean jump there. He's gonna get his P-Speed back here, depending on the strat. He doesn't go for that. But very clean start to the fortress here. I think he's gonna barely miss the 280 here. Yeah, he is. Takes a safe jump there because he approached the door slightly slower than he wanted to. But a clean fortress from him. Easy one to mess up, like he has done before, where he used the B-Wing in the race there. And managed to die at the start anyway. But I think that was a good redemption fortress there from him. Okay. Bro just trolling, giving him a movement of 4 for no reason. Jimbo getting an awkward photo with Pan as well, taking it safe, not going for the jump. It's definitely recommended for a lot of people there. Bagger in 6-6. One of the hardest levels in the game. Very easy. There are a lot of places where a tiny mistake can just result in a death of small spaces you have to go through, which makes having power-ups not much better either. Gets a good pattern there from the spike. Gets set up for the paid actor, but jumps over it, unfortunately. And doesn't get the fanfare here. Needs to watch his coins. He's 4 coins away from a coin chip, but I believe he could fight his last bros here. Which he opts not to because it's fast to kill him with the leaf, or it's safer at least with leaf. And he's gonna destroy blocks here, so not really anything to worry about coin chip wise. Gets the despawn, very nice. Yeah, see, destroy 2 blocks. Not even close to the coin chip anymore. Jimbo's bro moving left, also choosing to just play the level first. A lot of people do that. If you're not comfortable with the faster small strats on the bros, then you definitely just want to have the leave. Slight walk there from Jimbo, but he makes it through fine. That's a part that if you slow down too much or you bonk too much, you can easily just get hit by the fish. Couple turnbacks here from Jimbo, and what was that? He got hit by the Cheep Cheep from below. Jumping enemies in this game, like Cheep Cheeps, Koopalings, well known for their scam tactics where they hit you from below, and then you get hit instead of them getting hit. Classic Mario 3. Very unfortunate for Jimbo there, but especially since it was pretty much at the end of the level, in a level that is rather long as well. So that's a pretty big hit to Jimbo's time here. Ooh, okay, he slowed down in time. That was close to the plant there from Jimbo. Does it again, a couple turnbacks, bonks off the bike there, and makes it through fine this time. That's a very tricky part in 6-6, because if you try not to slow down, it's easy to mess up, bonk a ceiling, or jump slightly too late. If you do slow down, you risk getting hit by a Cheep Cheep instead. If you want to bonk off the spikes, they have inconsistent patterns, so when they stop moving, it's all just very awkward. Jimbo going for the squirrel kick strat here in 6-5, and successfully gets the despawn. Bagler in 6-4-2 makes his way through here. Not too much of a struggle. Loses what goes a little bit slow there and misses the door. Gets a 290 instead of a 291. Honestly, quite disappointing from him. We're used to it, so it has to do that every now and then, letting us know that he that's a great start from him in 6-8-2. At least he turned back instead of jumping over the Batui with no speed and getting hit. Doesn't get the P speed, so has to basically chicken walk the rest of the level. Does he get the turn back here to get the mushroom? He does. Okay, so it's not a total disappointment of a level, but it was getting pretty close there. Let's see, Bagler using his menu right away instead of doing his movements first. That's a 6-9. What time is he gonna get here? Best he can get if you're absolutely cracked is 296, but most people will settle for 295, like Bagler just got. Very clean. 6-9. And now we play 6-10. Also, one of the levels that one of the hardest levels here. 100% definitely likes to add all the incredibly hard levels that we always skip in Warpless. No problem for Bagger though. Small turn back, otherwise 9 out of 10 level there. Jimbo in the fortress. Gets a bit of a slow start there. Has to oh, and he bonks. Is that gonna be fine? No, it's not. And he can't make it up there. If you have a slow start and you bonk, you unfortunately cannot be greedy. You have to go up early, and that's Jimbo. Jimbo found out the hard way, unfortunately. And yeah, this level is pretty slow without the leave, as you can see here, because you have to wait for all the thwomps. There is a star strat you could do with Small Mario, but it has a very tight window. And not many people know it, because it's more of a Small Mario only strat. Oh, and jump slightly too early. Don't get tripped up by the boom boom. Okay, big jump there. Smart choice from Jimbo. He is small, but the next level he doesn't really need a power up. He'll probably take one at the start of 6-8. But it's not too slow if you end up losing your mushroom there at the end of the fortress. Especially since you're gonna P-wing 6-9 anyway. Okay, gets the big H jump there. Takes a bit of damage. Again, not really a problem. Just lose a bit of time from the damage frames, but you're gonna lose you're gonna use a P-wing anyway. Bagler going for the clip, does one try, then bails. Not sure what to think of that. He just doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to ride business class, I guess.